Welcome back to a special edition of This Week in Hockey here on 101 ESPN. Alex Ferrario with you, along with, well, really one of the key pieces when it comes to alumni games when they get together. He's one of our favorites here in St. Louis, big number 55, Cam Janssen.
What's going on, guys?
How pumped are you, buddy?
I'm very excited. A little nervous, it's always a little nerve-wracking when you get all the guys together and you actually have an audience now. People are actually watching you, and they're going to critique you afterwards. But it's going to be fun. A lot of guys I haven't seen in a long time that you played against. They actually got a lot of tough guys over there, to be completely honest with you. So on the other end of it, I'm a little nervous as well.
I got to be honest. I'm going through the guys last night. I'm sitting here putting stuff together for the broadcast this evening, and I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, I guess Cam's just going to have to fight everybody tonight.
Oh, I'm going to have to go 3.
There's like 5-6 people.
They got, Jody Shelley, who I'm like 0-3 against, and he's about 6'6". And they got Paul Bissonnette. I'm 0-5 against him, so That's always pretty cool. They got a couple other guys, but it's going to be a blast. And it always starts out slow, and then the competitiveness comes out of everybody. A lot of us skate together all the time, and it gets a little rough out there. So we'll see what happens tonight. But not to mention, when there's a crowd watching you, you want to kind of put a show on a little bit. At least I do. Hopefully I put one in the back of the net.
Over under 6 Red Bulls that you had before this game tonight.
Well, I'm going to start drinking them pretty soon. And then Pedialyte afterwards, of course.
Trying to get those fluids back in you. Honestly, though, Cam, you've been a part of this alumni for a really long time now, and it's not just the alumni games that you guys put on, but you do practices together. You're out in the community nonstop. What does that show the fans and the listeners that this alumni means a whole lot to the city of St. Louis, but the city of St. Louis means a whole lot to the alumni?
Oh, yeah. I mean, from charities to just being around, and for one, the guys are really down to earth. I mean, they really are. And anytime fans are around and they want to talk about the past, and people are really open to talking and being at restaurants and whatever the case is. So that's first and foremost. But yeah, just being in this community, then what the Cardinals and the Blues do for this city. I mean, look at downtown right now.
Right.
Look at like Maggie O'Brien's, like a buddy of mine, owns that place. I mean, the place is jam-packed. They're making money, and it just all goes back into building the city, building hockey in this city. Kids like that are going crazy, for the Blue Note right now. So everything is coming in play, but the alumni do a great job of helping.
I don't know if you've been downtown yet for all of the festivities this weekend, but this is kind of the kickoff to All-Star Weekend here in St. Louis. But I drove down there yesterday, and I said this earlier this afternoon, it gave me kind of a feel of what last year was of Game 6, right? Like, didn't it give you the vibe of like, oh my gosh, hockey is back and it's big in St. Louis once again?
All the jerseys going around, and a lot of Oshie jerseys out there, by the way. There's a lot of fans that want to see that long-haired guy. He's going to be dominant out there, too.
He might get more applause from some of the Blues players.
I know. I miss him. But it's really cool. And again, it just helps the city out, and, just building everything up. And, they got that Ferris wheel right there, and then of course Union Station
with the aquarium that's in and out.
It's fun. Like, people want to go down there, and then not to mention what's going to happen in the future in a couple of years with the MLS. Mm-hmm. I mean, St. Louis is going to be rocking and rolling, and I tell you what, it does help when you win a Stanley Cup.
How awesome is it that the Tkachuk boys are in town for this?
Oh gosh, I heard Walt's mad at me for some odd reason.
I did hear that.
What is going on with that?
What did you do?
I don't know. I didn't like what Matthew did. As far as I don't like watching Matthew eat 15 punches. Okay,
well, of course
I don't like to see that. I thought he should have stuck up for himself.
Right,
and now you don't have to trade punches with the guy if we want to get into this. By the way,
oh no,
and I just don't like to see him turtle and take a beating like that when he didn't have to. And so I guess I got back to Walt. Walt's going to want to fight me in the locker room. It is what it is. No, we're all good.
I kind of wish Walt was putting on the jersey for this game tonight.
So
just
to see what's
coming. Yeah, that would actually be humorous, just seeing Matthew and Brady watching that. But give me an idea, Cam, of what goes into putting an event like this together, of trying to get all of these players in the city together and willing to jump back on the ice and play.
There's a lot that goes with that. Even just like setting something up like this with all these alumni coming down, Chaser, Reedlow, Bruce Affleck, Beth. Oh my gosh, if it wasn't for her, holy cow. I mean, these guys, nonstop emails. And then we have to do our part to kind of keep up, like, can you make that? Can you not make that? Can you do this? Can you do that? So it's collectively as a unit, it's a lot of work, but those guys are on the battlefront right there, making the calls, getting everything connected. I mean, you got Wayne Gretzky here dropping the puck. Then you got Hall. I mean, there's a lot of big dogs you got to organize. You know what I mean?
Right. Does it feel like a kid again when you're out there?
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
It honestly does. No, not necessarily a kid, more like when I played.
Oh, so it feels like more NHL vibes.
Yeah, I'm going to go out there and warm ups and kind of like see who's over there and throw my sticker.
You're going to bark at somebody?
Maybe not have a bucket on, just cruise, like, what's up? Try to find Kate in the stands like I used to do. I don't know.
Awesome.
I love that. I know that's kind of nerdy, but whatever. I'm doing it.
See, we talked about this last week on This Week in Hockey, Cam. We got to have the romantic side of this.
I know. No, it is. And, my mom and dad love watching this kind of stuff and friends. Yeah. And then we're going to party afterwards.
Well, that's the way to do it. Well, Cam, it's always good catching up with you, buddy. I can't wait to watch that 55 twirl around on the ice. And I tell you what, even if you don't score, I'm going to throw a 55 out there for you on the broadcast.
Throw your hat out there. If you have a hat, just act
you
like
want me to chuck
a hat
it?
trick, please.
Yeah, we won't chuck it at the radio. We'll chuck it on the ice.